So are you aware of how you are talking to children? And are you aware of how important it is to be careful in the way you talk to children? Also, are you aware of the fact that the way you talk to children will tell a lot about how you see the world and how you think? Yesterday, I was at this wall. It's wall climbing lessons that I recently joined, and the coach there, he's amazing. Like, this is not a jab at the coach, but he's very good. I enjoy the classes very much. But yesterday there was this kid who is probably 10 years old, and the skill on this little rascal is impressive. He is an amazing climber, and turns out that he's already competing at 10 years old. He's amazing. So at the end of the class, the kid said to the coach, I'm destroyed. I broke my limits. I am so tired. Why is training harder than the competitions that I go to? I usually feel more tired in the training than in the competitions. And the coach, very, very good explanation he gave, saying that, you work really hard, you work your ass off in the training so that the competitions will be easier. Then you'll win, you'll crush the competition. Amazing stuff. The kid then asks the coach, have you ever been in the world championships? You need to understand this kid's, he was teaching a lot of us, but in particular, I found it so beautiful the way the kid sees this guy as an authority. Have you ever competed in the world, whatever they're called, actually, I have no idea what they're called, world championships or competitions for climbing? And that's where I saw the coach deflate. He lost control, he lost the power, and he made an impact on the kid. He said, no. You could see how in his mind it became overwhelming. There are so many competitions. It's so hard. And this is a really important part, so keep an eye on this. Listen carefully. He said, there's less people in competitions because of how competitive it is. And you see very few Mexicans in the competitions. This is one thing that I've been fighting against my whole life. I love my country. Even though I'm talking in English, I can talk in whatever language I want. I love my country. I've been a tour guide, I've traveled, I've backpacked, I've written poems. But there is one thing about Mexicans that, quite frankly, I don't understand. Quite frankly, I feel like it comes from a very underdeveloped thing that we have to overcome. And it's not just about Mexicans, it's about everyone. You need to understand that the way he said it, Mexicans, even less. Mexicans go even less to these competitions. And because he said it from such a hurt place, that he heard it in his childhood, I have no doubt. And he gave it to this 10-year-old. And the 10-year-old, he was physically destroyed because of the hard work he had done that day. But his mind and heart, they were solid. But after he heard that, you could see how he deflated. He didn't speak. This was towards the end of the class, and then we did a few more things, like stretching and whatnot to wrap it up. I don't think he basically disappeared after that. Because he was processing, I am Mexican. Do you understand? So if you are in a position of talking to children, it is incredibly important that you understand the seeds that you are planting in them in the way that you talk to them. Because this is the same way in which you have been spoken to, and you can be spreading seeds of hope, growth, and development. He could have said, I've never been to the championship, but I hope you can go. And I know you can go because you have the talent. It is absolutely true. But no, he said something that really hurt the child, and that is based on falsehood. Mexicans cannot. Really what it means is that he cannot. because I am Mexican and I do a heck of a lot of things that people think is impossible, right? This is the story of my life. It's not because I'm anything special. It's not because I'm Mexican. Though, like I said, I believe in myself a lot and I believe in my country a lot. It's not because of that. It is something different. It's because I choose to believe that I am connected to a higher spirit that goes beyond nationality, talent, skills. It goes beyond anything and everything. That's the divine. And I refuse to believe that there's anything greater than the divine. Anyways, just a message that I wanted to give because it's something that really struck me. So if you are in front of children, please be very careful about the way you approach them. Be very careful about the things that you say. Reflect and understand that you're supposed to build them up, not tear them down.